Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this group stage of the Catch World Cup 2021 edition. Once again, I'm JB Hyperion, joined again by Sarton, my fellow
Waves
colleague,
back
for
at you.
Germany versus Argentina.
You could have also said Germany in a more German accent if you're gonna do Argentina like that.
Well, you can do Germany.
Deutschland.
German accent. Please feel free.
Argentina. We have.
Yeah, but then it
going
just
on
looks
over
like
here.
you're not giving enough effort to Argentina. So
Yeah, then
you're gonna
you
offend
can
somebody.
compensate. You can compensate for Argentina. We made a deal just now. didn't we?
Okay, we made the deal. Let's do it over. You do Germany, and I'll do
Okay.
Argentina.
3, 2, 1. We have Deutschland versus.
And Argentina.
Yes. That's
Now we've
what's going
offended everyone equally. Welcome everybody to this us live channel once again. Please ignore us, at least until it comes to casting the match. But yes, Germany versus Argentina, a match that we've seen many times in numerous World Cups, never fails to disappoint. This time, Germany the top seed and Argentina the low seed in Group E, along with Sweden and the United States.
Quite a deadly group indeed. Imagine getting USA as a high seed in your group. Basically, it comes down to that, and anybody in that group probably sad about that fact still. Argentina primarily because they are the low-seeded team, and if they want to upset anything, they have to do it against either Germany or the USA. So, good luck with that. Basically, they have good players. Force and Story are two names that immediately pop up to anyone's minds who's been around for a little bit, and Story is still a very contemporary player. Still really good. I'm pretty sure it's top 20 at the very least, if not top 10 still. He used to be top 10 for a little while anyway. If I'm gonna check that out real quick. He's 10th right now, exactly 10th. So incredibly good player, incredible and very nice player, pretty all-rounded as well. The rest of the team, we are not entirely sure on that though. There's a few new names, I'm pretty sure, and because of that, even though they have two very high-end players, they still ended up in the low seed in terms of total PP counts and etc. Which is kind of unfortunate for them. And playing against Germany, it's a very consistent high to top seed team. They always have the same players basically. People like Note Kuroi always returning. Vinci, you have over there Inryoku, Marvmelo, Inryuka. Not entirely sure about Ginoshi's track record, but he's been around for a long time as well. So I'm very certain that he has some experience as well. And they're just really good tournament players in that sense. We're really fast in these bans and picks, by the way. Seemingly, it seems that Argentina was the lower roll here, and they banned Rampage by Usao, which is a hard rock pick, and a hidden ban was done by Germany. Kagare Noki Barajuji, the converts, and they're gonna get into a pick right after this. This is what happens when you don't have warm-ups. Hashtag bring warm-ups back. We barely have any time to discuss the teams.
You're so mad.
Am I really? I'm not molding at all. Come on. I've never been upset about it. What do you think is going to happen in this match, actually, JBH?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think it's very interesting that Germany, who I considered probably the better hidden team, banned hidden, and Argentina, who historically have been very good at hard rock, banned hard rock. So things have obviously changed a little bit, but we're going to go with double time. This is going to be the first pick from Germany, as you like it, starting off strong. As we got, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here, because what I was going to say was that Germany would pick hidden and Argentina would pick hard rock, but they both banned the things that I expected them to pick. So yeah, very, very confused, and not going to try and read too much into it for fear of being entirely wrong.
Yeah, if I can react real quick, I do believe that just because of the fact that the Argentinian players that are not Force and Story might be fairly new to the game, well, relative to these other people, obviously. They're still all expert players. But because they're not quite as used to playing in tournaments, and maybe not the very oldest players around the block, they might opt for hidden over hard rock and double time, just because both Force and Story are also really good hidden players, other than next to their hard rock and double time skills. And hidden is a bit of a more user-friendly entry mod. If you're starting to really get into mods in Osu Catch, most people tend to go for hidden And once you're getting really good at the game, then you go for hard rock double time, because that's where the PP's at basically, and that's where you get people like Story who end up in the top 10 in the world eventually. And this might not be the case for most of these Argentinian players, whereas the Germans, on the other hand, they are top seed. So that says plenty, I think, about why they would opt for stuff like hard rock and double time over hidden. And then again, Germany has always been a really good all-round team. So I think that what they're doing with this pick, especially As You Like It, they're just going for the hardest maps in the map pool. As a lot of people seem to consider As You Like It, well, the best song in the pool. That's one. Maybe also the best map, but also one of the hardest. Or, well, the hardest could be the hardest as well. But I was just having this chat with Sakre earlier today, and he mentioned that he found As You Like It to be the hardest map in the map pool. And people like Andy, Snowless, I should be saying, that's his Twitter username, Andy. There you go. Now you can follow him on Twitter. But he also considered As You Like It to be the hardest map, and he wasn't even able to get like a S rank on it when he was like test playing it. Whilst he's a really good double tap player. So I'm just thinking Germany's just gonna go for the hardest maps in this map pool. Doesn't really matter what mods they are, and then try to blast Argentina. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, there's some valid argument there that you raise a good point. It's a team effort. There's 3 players per side, and it's not a case of like the best 2 players score. Everyone's score counts equally. So Germany, as you said, probably targeting that 3rd player, trying to pick something that, although people like Story and Force might be able to keep up on quite well, they're assuming, I think, maybe wrong, we'll see how the match develops, that 3rd player won't be able to keep up and that they'll win just by virtue of draining down that 3rd person. We see an early miss from Zeus on the side of Argentina, which gives Germany an early lead.
Story also missed
Story
earlier
missing as
on.
well, yeah.
Yep. I wouldn't say Story's strongest suit is double time, rather hard rock, I do believe. Obviously he's still really good at double time too, but this is not the sort of stuff he's used to playing often. As you can see, Argentina breaking quite a lot. Karana also broke. Zeus is breaking quite often at the moment, not even having an S rank, whereas Hinoshi is the only one on the end of Germany not quite keeping up with Inuyuka, Notkroy's FC. Notkroy even having a double S so far. And as you can see, the score difference is already skyrocketing towards the side of Germany with over 200,000 points of difference. And here they can see.
Zeus and Karane just struggling to build that big combo backup that they're looking for to get back into this. Zeus down at 97% accuracy gives an indication of just how many drops have come out of that performance. Several more coming now. Karane dropping as well. Story doing their best to hold on, but apart from that one drop from Ganoshi, Germany performing really well right now.
Yeah, and on the end of Argentina, there's barely any combo to be mustered. And Ryuka's going to find his first miss too. Notkroy now having dropped a double S, but still at a full combo as well. It's looking very solid for Germany here, and there's very little chance for Argentina to take this. Unless Germany would fail because they forgot to put on no-fail mod, so that could be funny. But that's very unlikely to happen, as the score difference for now is over 400,000 points. And we are already nearing the last 10% of the map, really. Multiple team misses will be required for Germany, and really a fail at this point. And technically, those don't count anymore. They just kind of forgot to put on the mod.
Yeah, a couple of misses coming out of Ganoshi and Ryuka as well towards the end of the map, but the score difference is just massive at this point. There is really no way that Argentina can come back from this one, so this is going to be a very, very comfortable first point for the hard top seed Team Germany.
Correct, yeah. So indeed, it seems that my theory might be on the correct side, as Zeus definitely struggles quite a lot throughout the map relative to the other players. Karana also not having the greatest performance. So very solid first point for Germany all in all. Huge score difference, as you guys just saw. It's, let me see, 474,000 points to be exact. And now Argentina gets to pick. So I'm guessing they're going to go either for no mods or hidden. I see very little opportunity for them to do anything in other mod brackets against the powerhouse that is Germany today.
Yeah, contrasting fortunes from Zeus and Karane with those misses. Notkroy taking the FC, just a single droplet miss, I believe. Excellent performance from Note.
Yeah, Notes has been such a long time player, and I just noticed him being back. I just noticed him being back there like a few minutes ago, and every single World Cup he seems to magically return to the game, and he just barely ever plays otherwise. But he's still really solid for at least up until the semi-finals, if anything, and just a really consistent player. So it's wonderful to see him back again and perform this well again. Yeah, like Pan said in chat, for example, Note is the only one on the whole roster I remember. There you go. Old school guys.
They're just eternal. They can, as you said, sleep for a whole year, wake up, and who are we playing this year? What maps do I have to play? Okay, I AFC'd them. Now I go back to sleep.
basically what he's all about, yeah. We have a bit of cat jam going on chat. The song is still really good without double time. And we have, they do opt for Hard Rock in the end, Argentina. So they ban Hard Rock 2 in the first instance, and then they go for a Hard Rock pick. Is that smart? I'm not entirely sure. I'm feeling that they practice this map a lot, and that's why they're going for it.
If it was like towards the end of a match, and they were forced to pick between one, and they didn't really like one, and this was just a kind of coin flip, then I could understand. But this is their first pick. They have to be feeling quite confident with this in particular. We're going to be having a little bit of a roster swap from Germany. Marv Mallow coming in. And a third player still waiting to appear. No Force as yet. Not sure if they are available for this match. Genoshi asking, where is Inryoku? So I guess we are assuming that Inryoku will be that third player, and they're trying to invite them to the tournament server or to the lobby, but they're not quite appearing just yet. Hopefully they get that resolved and we can continue with the match.
I still have like a minute before they need to start. Might be fine. And otherwise, yeah, there he is. Inryoku, Inryuka, and Marv Mello. Still a lot of people, including myself, honestly, struggling to differentiate Inryoku and Inryuka every so often. Even their playstyles are fairly similar from what I remember. And they're all really solid players, obviously. Marv Mello has been around for a little while now as well. Strong German player. He is actually currently the #1 ranked player in his country at global rank 30. Very strong player, especially on Hidden. And now he's playing some Hard Rock, which he can also do fairly well. I still wonder if Argentina practices map so often that they know every single pixel in it and pick it for that reason, or whether this is a bit of a desperate pick, because I don't see the merit of doing this right now, at least.
Well, I hope that it's not a desperate pick, because it is their first pick, so you don't want to be kind of trying plan A, B, C have all gone and now you're on plan D right at the very beginning. That's something that you want to go to when you're kind of 3 or 4-0 down and you have no other choice. So hopefully this is, as you said, something that they have practiced, because I don't see this as a targeted pick against Germany. I mean, they're not a team with any significant weaknesses at the group stage that I can really see. So I have to assume that they just feel very comfortable with this map. You can see Zeus and Story opting to add Hidden on, which is obviously perfectly fine. No additional or subtracted score in Scorby 2. But Story with a drop. We saw Karane with a drop very near the beginning as well.
Zeus as well.
Actually,
so
Zeus dropped as well, even
missed.
earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct. So slowly but surely they're already losing out on quite a lot of score, especially with Karane missing again, and Germany is already leading by it's really growing fast now. It's nearing 200,000 score difference. And Zeus missing again, whilst Germany seems to be cruising quite alright over there. Only Marv Miller with an accuracy drop, but that really doesn't matter to score. Inryoku is going to be the first miss there for Germany, but that's not that significant compared to Argentina's misses so far. And that double miss, really painful once again.
Yeah, pretty much everyone on Argentina missing in fairly close proximity. Their story missing once again. No 200 combos. Still 2 FCs, including a SS from Inryuka on the side of Team Germany. Zeus now back up at that 200 combo, but Karane and Story have a little bit of work to do. And there's only 1/4 of the map to go as Zeus drops once more.
Yeah, and there's very consistent misses over at the Argentinian side. There's a German miss over here as well from Marvelmello, but that really doesn't matter. The score bar really says it all. There's a huge gap in score once again, and I really doubt why Argentina would do this. Like, was it a desperation pick because they already lost that first double time pick by almost 500,000 points? Even then, Nomad would be the better option, just because the score gap will very likely be less than what you had in the double time pick. So, a bit of a peculiar pick. As everybody consistently missed on Argentina, really. The highest combo over there being 334. We have a double S for Inryuka, though, so that's really impressive. So, big shout out to that score. And that's going to give Germany the first breakpoint of the game already, leading by 2-0 very early on.
Yeah, so to breakpoint for Germany, they'll be picking once again. And having won on Hard Rock and Double Time, 2 different mod pools, they feel fairly comfortable, I think, on where they can pull their resources from. Not sure what their next pick is going to be, but I think at this point they're feeling fairly confident that whatever they pick, they have a decent chance of winning. The only remaining available options for them are a convert, Rainbow Road in the Hard Rock pool. They have 1 convert and 1 specific in Double Time, and then 2 hidden specifics and 4 no mod picks.
Correct. We have a question from Blaman. What's a silver S mean versus an orange or double S? Basically, the difference is that a silver S is when you play with hidden included. If you don't play with hidden, you just get the orange S or double S. If you do play with hidden, you get the silver ones. So,
Flashlight also an option for the silver S, but no flashlight pools or maps in the World Cup.
Anything that's visually impairing, basically.
Hard Rock's too fast, it's visually impairing for my slow eyes, so
yeah, but you're 29 years old, so there you go.
Whoa, I can't believe you'd out me like that, my man.
It. Woo!
Can you believe this guy?
I just did it. I just did it. You're
this
a
is the
fairly
thanks I
capable
get
Hard Rock
for
player.
for my mini. I mean, maybe I was when I last played the game nearly a year ago, but
I mean, you said so in the drawings phase.
Yeah, I mean, I have played. I was okay at Hard Rock when I played the game, but certain life priorities have distracted me a little bit from catching fruit, unfortunately.
Oh, you're absolutely playing Hard Rock in real life right now. That's true. We have another double time pick.
Yeah.
Fairly logical once again. I think Germany, looking at the way Argentina plays, is just going to go on opt for the entirety of the double time pool and the entirety of the Hard Rock pool, and feel fairly confident in playing either of those, considering they've had a 470,000 point win on the first map and a 370,000 point win on the second one. Argentina really doesn't have an answer to these picks, I do believe. So this is going to be quite awkward if what the first 2 maps portrayed is true.
Yeah, important to note though that the referee pen giving Germany a warning saying please pick your maps within the time limit. In future, if there is a time limit exceeding in terms of the pick, then it'll go to a random pick, and then if it continues to be exceeding the time, it can just be an automatic win, I think, assigned to the opposing team. So Germany will need to keep an eye on their picks to ensure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, basically all players have 120 seconds, so 2 minutes to pick a map, and then you have another 2 minutes to swap players out and get ready. And you get a penalty of like not being able to pick if you don't do that in time. And knowing Pan, he's quite strict on that. And that's only good. We get the game going, everybody's happy. And we do indeed have the game going. That's our 3rd map. Here we go.
Yeah, Node Kuroi back in, Ganoshi appearing. Still the same unchanged roster for Argentina, so I have to assume that there is an availability issue on the side of Force that is preventing them from appearing. I'm going to see a double miss there from Story, Ganoshi, Nokuroi. Zeus missing, I think, right at the very beginning, and now again Karane missing as well. So all players apart from Inryuka have already dropped. lots and lots of drops from overdashing on the double time. The adaptation of going from the slower catcher speed up to the faster speed now in double time, proving to be a little bit of a hindrance as Genoshi drops once again. But Inryuka and Nokuroi look to have settled and are quite nicely above 200 combo now.
Yeah, Inryuka's really being a block of skill right now at the moment, and the wall for Argentina too. Looking at his score compared to the scores on the Argentina side, it's already quite a difference to be seen. And in total, the German score once again is looking to ramp up quite rapidly over here. And there is another miss though for Kinoshi. So in terms of combo, right now Argentina is leading, and Nokuroi also missing right before that spinner, I do believe. Not really too happy about it. Inryuka too. Oh, so we have a full team miss. I didn't even notice the Inryuka miss. This is actually an opportunity for Argentina to grab quite some points, maybe even take the lead, considering Genoshi keeps on missing the entire time. Zeus missing though. Oh, it's going to slow down progress a little bit, but Karana and Story are doing quite well for now.
Yeah, that would have been really good for Argentina. They would have seen the opponent's scores during the break and known that there were no combos available, that they had 3 200 combos. And that the longer they can hold, the more chance they have of getting back to this. But Story is going to find a drop. Karane, the only person now holding that large combo as Zeus drops once again. Genoshi trades that miss, but Nokuroi and Inryoka both over 200 combo, managing to keep that score gap increasing in Germany's favor.
Yeah, it's looking like Germany found their footing again, whereas Argentina lost it at this moment, with Karana and Zeus again missing on a few notes there. Story also not really performing up to par to Inryuka and Nokuroi. And all of that combined, once again, a fairly confident win there for Germany. Not quite as humongous as the previous picks. It's about 160,000 points, to be exact, 156,000 points. And it does provide another point, though. 3-0 right now. Argentina is next to pick, but they're really going to have to reconsider the tactic here, and very likely they should be going for either a no-board pick or maybe a hidden pick.
Yeah, Argentina definitely closing the gap there, performing slightly better. Germany maybe not having quite as good of a time, but it was still more than enough to handily win that one. And as you said, 3-0, Argentina to pick now. I think no mod is a very sensible option, although there's a good chance that Germany are also going to play really well and score really well on it. At least they have a fighting chance. If they continue to pick hard rock that some of their players are going to struggle with at the expense of others, then they're not as a team going to be able to beat Germany, who look very consistent as a team unit right now.
Alright, and here's a pick. It's hidden one indeed, so they are gonna opt for a mod anyway. It's absolutely the scariest hidden pick in the map pool, I will tell you that much. And by a lot of people considered the hardest pick, together with the Eve song we had earlier today in the match, the double time pick. Double time 3, I'm pretty sure that is, right? Maybe I'm incorrect, but you get the point, everybody, you get the point. So this is a fairly low AR pick, and that is something that not a lot of people play anymore these days. It's starting to get more niche and niche. This is a rain difficulty, so it's not even lower than AR 8. It's AR 8.4. Yet a lot of people are really uncomfortable in these maps, and it's just because the current meta doesn't really have too many low AR maps that are really prominent or give you lots of PP, as the PP system really doesn't calculate it for that much. And it's a scary pick for both teams, I do believe. I think this is the pick that both teams will perform worst on, if anything. We have Force joining Argentina, so that might shake up things a little teeny bit. But Germany, again, quite the all-rounder. Hidden might be their worst mod, but it's still not really that bad at all. And Vinci is making his entrance into the lobby as well for that very reason. Might be a more even match than Hard Rock and Double Time so far. That's something that I am fairly certain of. But will it be a win for Argentina? Really depends on Force. And I also don't know how well Zeus will play on this map, as I have never really seen him play Hidden before. Here we go.
Can I just say it's kind of sad that people think AR 8.4 is low and slow AR hidden now. Like, it was a staple of AR8 and AR7 maps appearing in even group stages and round of 16 in World Cups in the past, and now we still get 8.4 and it still gets banned, and everyone says it's too slow and it's too long, and I don't want to ban it. I'm gonna play it. I want to ban it immediately. And
if only we could go back to those old golden days, right?
I mean, I won't say that. I'll just say that it's sad that something that I enjoy is not something that other people enjoy. It's understandable.
It's a niche skill set, so it's actually nice if you are really good at it. So in that sense, you're quite the pro. So
I wouldn't say I'm good. I just say I enjoy it.
That's one step in the right direction, really. Probably makes you better than most people in this game. We have a few misses so far on the end of Argentina from Zeus and Force, so sadly Force not making the most shiny entrance here. Whereas Germany is holding on to full combos, all of them. You know, she's being a little dangerous by not opting to left-right those patterns and just standing in the middle, which does seem to work out. And once again, we have a few misses there for Zeus and Force. So the score difference is already growing quite rapidly in favor of Germany by about 250,000 points by now.
Yeah, Story doing really well carrying the team with the double S, but Force and Zeus really not having a good time of things. We see a small accuracy drop from Genoshi, a couple of droplets, but nothing combo breaking. No Kuroi and Vinci both holding that double S, so it's a triple full combo right now on the side of Germany. And once again, Argentina have picked something that they thought maybe they would have a closer match or even an advantage in, and Germany have just said, well, you know what, we're really good at this too, and we're going to stop you.
I'm actually quite surprised.
Good for Argentina.
I'm actually quite surprised with Germany's performance in this. It's really solid. We've only just seen the first miss there for Genoshi right before the end of the map. Story also missing. But Vinci and no Kuroi FC still isn't something you don't really see too often on this map. Even for teams that are considered to be really good hidden teams. Genoshi with one final miss at the end. Still, that's a very big score. 2,900,000+ is quite the score. And Argentina just can't seem to keep up with scores like that. Despite trying their best here. Force with 4 misses, Zeus as well, 4 misses, all really spread out in Story. Just 1 miss right at the end. Still not quite enough though.
And that's Zeus unfortunately not managing to reach that 200 combo, so although only securing 4 misses, they were all just really unfortunately spaced evenly. No Kuroi with another double S, Vinci with an FC as well, Story with just that 1 miss towards the end, but that is another convincing victory for Germany, as you said, match point 4-0 in their favor with their pick last.
Yeah, very grim situation here for Argentina. I'm not entirely sure how they'll pull this off. They'll have to win 5 times in a row. I think the chances of that happening are pretty much nil at this point. Germany still has quite some comfortable picks left, if anything. They can still do Rainbow Road, they can still do Shiroi, Yuki, Prince of Woe. I think I said that fairly correctly, like 30% correctly. And they have.
I'm sure Seka will tell you you did it wrong later. So.
Oh, if he's gonna tell me, I absolutely will not care. So that's great. I have a position of power here, I feel like.
But yeah, to add on to your point, yeah, they've got to win 5 picks, and although no mod hasn't been played, Germany has won a pick in every other mod bracket, so it's going to be difficult for Argentina to string anything together. They have to win in a bunch of mod brackets, which they've lost all of them in so far. 1 double time still available, 1 hard rock, 1 hidden, and it is going to be that final hidden. Onkaku Resolve is going to be Germany's potentially final pick for a 5-0 sweep, if they can secure this point.
Seems like it, yeah. I still like the fact that the difficult name on this map is Mike. It's Benita's ring. Still like it. Mike, good job. I like you doing this. It feels more natural or so. It's great. Feels more down to earth. So, it's a rain. It's a fairly difficult rain at that too. So, some people consider it to be like a light overdose-esque difficulty. It's AI 9.1, so that's quite a lot more comfortable for a lot of people, especially for the Argentinian players, I do believe. So I do have a feeling that they'll perform quite a bit better on this map compared to the previous hidden pick that was made. And Once again, they're going to be struggling against Germany, though, because they just showed a really good hidden performance on that map from Xerox, which was hidden 1, only having 1 player miss on that map at all, which were 4 misses, but those were all towards the end, I'm pretty sure. Didn't really have that much of a score deficit either. And this might be even easier for Germany to FC. So there is the chance of them getting 3 FCs. And Argentina is going to have to try and do the same. That's all they can really do at this point. And so far, the track record isn't looking too great. Let's have a look, see if they can do it.
It's going to be an early miss first up from Force within the first 100 combo. And as you said, yeah, all they can do is their best. But compared to Germany, who are looking very strong right now, their best is simply not good enough. Germany proving why they are the top seed in the group.
We do have a miss on the end of Germany as well, though, from Marv Mallow, who swapped into the lobby in place of Note Troy. So Argentina is actually going to be able to take up an early lead for now, because Force's miss was only 60 combo into the map. And with score v2, that means that they will still have the advantage. Marv Mallow and Force both missing. Marv Mallow actually struggling quite a lot, though, there. Dropped down to 96% accuracy, really not finding his footing on this one. And Argentina might actually be able to do it this time around. Story, however, with a miss too. 2 players having missed on Argentina versus 1 on Germany is not that great.
Yeah, the lead swinging back in favor of Germany now as Zeus misses as well. No full combos, no large combos left on the side of Argentina. Germany still with Vinci and Genoshi on those large combos as Force drops again. Mark Mallow poised to get back up to that 200 combo. Argentina are in a really tough spot right now with only 1/3 of the map still to go, and they have no players ready and able to take advantage of a potential German miss.
Yeah, and as we're nearing the end of the map, it's looking fairly hopeless for Argentina, sadly. They've tried the best again, and this one seemed to go well for them for the first half of it, but Germany picked up their game. Vinci and Genoshi FC'd the entire map, basically. Forces Zeus struggling quite a bit on some patterns, but most importantly, they have consistent misses across the board. So they're able to play this, but they're just missing every so often, every 100, every 200 combo. And that drags your score down a lot in score v2. Story sadly not being able to carry that either, with 2 misses on his end. And that's a GG well played there for Germany, clean sweeping Argentina within 32 minutes.
Yeah, really progressive performance from Germany there. Argentina did struggle a little bit, but they had their moments where they played really well, but Germany just never gave them a chance to come back into the match. Looking forward to seeing their match against the US in particular in that group. Is going to be really, really tough. Really interesting to see who comes out on top, but well played to Germany on a good start to their 2021 World Cup campaign.
Correct, indeed. And that's actually the only match that we currently have ongoing, or had ongoing, I should be saying now. So that means we have about 28 minutes before we get a next batch of matches to spectate. So here you can see Germany with the team once again. Congratulations to them for winning this match. Well played. Very clean victory indeed. And in about 27 minutes by now, time's going really fast, incredibly fast even, we'll have Italy versus Belgium.